flashy, I'm classy, but I ain't stupid either. Never show up to that's hungry and eager. My brother's keeper, I'm loyal, it's all in my demeanor. A true believer, I believe when they didn't believe her. That's why I don't let opinions. It was smooth on the surface, but under broken. Hoping to find hope in this hopeless world we live in. What you give is what you given. Gotta make wise decisions. Gotta stay tunnel vision. Gotta avoid collision. Keep scratching the surface and keep your palms itching. Gotta pay moms a visit. It's been a while. I've been working, she keep telling me she miss her child. I find myself passing the house, then I spin around. She say I'm always moving, I just can't sit around. Oh my, cause the cash ain't gonna come to us. When we was down, who gave a dime or gave a for us? So instead of
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And now running right through him. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back in the 9. Michael Brockers coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Now he steps away. Now he'll go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Powers through. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw, Mayfield. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Mayfield on 1st down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Super 66.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That's taken on the 25. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Second down, Mayfield. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun, Mayfield drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Rams now coming out on the field.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A second down run for Abdullah. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Nifty footwork at the 45. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Airing it out deep for Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield. From the 50, it's gone. Eluding the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
14. 14. 11. 11.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun. Gone. And this one is incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield to throw it this time. They'll roll him out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here we go. We're good. We're good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. Hey, Shell.
Here's Goff. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's gone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now a give. This is Abdullah. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to Abdullah on 1st. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll try the air now with Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Zerline's kick is good. So we've come upon an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. We're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Mayfield on play action. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Farmer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to drive 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. On the pressure from the Rams.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll run it. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Watch it now, Barney.
They go play action. Mayfield. Over the middle, it's Thomas. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mayfield over the middle to Smith. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 16. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about
Amir Abdullah, 20, and all the way down to the 9. A huge play that time for the Rams. Give him 69 yards on the ground. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Pass here is complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the give, this is their fullback. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Mayfield from the gun on third down. Over the middle, complete. That's Farmer. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Brockers in on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Preston Smith in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. That's taken it around the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down, Abdullah. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back in Los Angeles. The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
We're good. We're good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them.
He's got a man complete. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 93 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Might be seeing that one on. And oh, it's blocked. And the Rams have got him. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams crew, when they run out there, they still feel it. And maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there. Blocked the extra point and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
DC.
Goff now to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
A dump off for Abdullah. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate.
And look at this, it's a fake. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56.
First down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Rams have got it back.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. A handoff to Abdullah. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
To throw on second down is gone. Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Forced out to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Back to throw, Goff. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. In for the score. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Who's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Samson Ebukam in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
They'll run it with Kamara. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Lutt's good on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And the stadium clock says 0, but the one on your screen is the one that matters, and the officials say yes, it's a timeout with 1 second left to go and a field goal try forthcoming to potentially send us to overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And that's going to tie us at 13. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now Abdullah, the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete here. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. 3rd down here.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
It nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. Their defense did its job. Got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2.
Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
What can Mayfield do here in the OT? And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abukum in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Saints on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play fake. Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Farmer. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. Second down, Mayfield. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Gone! Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone!
From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Brockers in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. This is taken around the 12. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Gone. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's got some space here. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports.
Watch him now, Barney.
A give. This is Kamara. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he got it. The kick is good. He splits the uprights. And in doing so, he sends them to the NFC title game. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope. to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
What's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands and your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get the fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a popo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Ain't very impressed with these. Cause when I was down out of Soho.